Daniel John Dan Tyminski is an American bluegrass composer, vocalist, and instrumentalist. He is a member of the band Alison, Krauss and Union Station and has released 2 solo albums, Carry Me Across the Mountain, on the Doobie Shea Records label, and Wheels, on the Rounder Records label. He is best known for his updated version of the song Man of Constant Sorrow, which was featured in the movie Oh Brother, Where Art Thou? And won the 2001 CMA Award for Best Single as well as a Grammy Award for Best Country Collaboration with Vocals. In total, he has won 14 Grammy Awards for solo and collaborative projects. More recently, he was the vocalist on Avicii's international hit Hey Brother from the album True. Early life: Tyminski was born June 20, 1967 in Rutland, Vermont and plays a bluegrass style that blends traditional and pop traditions. Before becoming a member of Union Station in 1994, Tyminski played mandolin and sang in the Lonesome River Band. Though Tyminski's love and feel for traditional bluegrass didn't come from growing up in the Southern Appalachians, he absorbed and learned the music just the same. He credits his brother Stan with getting him hooked on the guitar and mandolin at the age of 6. While Stan was in the Navy and home on leave, he left his mandolin with his younger brother. While in high school, Dan and his brother formed a band called Green Mountain Bluegrass. Dan played the banjo with that band for nearly 5 years. In fact, Dan says that he was primarily a banjo player from the time he was 12 until he was in his early 20s. When he was 21, Dan was hired to play mandolin in the Lonesome River Band. When asked how he landed that job, Dan said, "It was a word-of-mouth thing. We ended up playing some shows at the same venue and when the position came up for a musician, one of the guys in the band recommended to Tim that they give me a call." Dan played the mandolin with the Lonesome River Band for about 5 years. Personal life: Dan is married to Elise with 3 children, Catherine, Edith, Chris, and John Lyman. Music career: early career: while he was still with the Lonesome River Band, Dan got a call from Alison Krauss asking him to join her band. Tyminski attributes his love for traditional bluegrass to such musicians and singers as Del McCoury, Ricky Skaggs, Tony Rice, Larry Sparks and Jimmy Martin. Tyminski and Ron Block played together at the 2004 Crossroads Guitar Festival. They performed I Am a Man of Constant Sorrow, and Road to Nash Vegas. 2008 09, Wheels. While Alison Krauss and Union Station are on hiatus owing to Alison Krauss' tour with Robert Plant, Tyminski has now formed his own group, the Dan Tyminski Band. The ensemble features Tyminski on guitar, Ron Stewart on banjo, Adam Steffi on mandolin, Justin Moses on fiddle and dobro, and Barry Bales on upright bass. An album, entitled Wheels, was released on Rounder Records in June 2008. Tyminski plays Martin and bourgeois guitars and some daily mandolins. In July 2009, the Martin Guitar Company issued as part of their Custom Artists Series a D28 Dreadnought acoustic guitar in recognition of Dan's life devoted to performing bluegrass and old-time music. The guitar, named Martin D28 Dan Tyminski Custom Edition, is issued with its own distinctive details to appeal to flat pickers. For many years, Dan's primary guitar has been a well-worn 1946 Martin D28. 2013 Euro present, Hey Brother. At the Ultra Music Festival 2013, he premiered a new single, Hey Brother, as part of a country electronic collaboration with Swedish producer Avicii. The song was a top 5 hit in more than 15 countries, including Australia, Austria, Belgium, Denmark, Finland, Germany, the Netherlands, New Zealand, Norway, Sweden, Switzerland, Slovakia, Macedonia and the United Kingdom. Discography: albums, singles, as featured artist, filmography, Oh Brother, Where Art Thou? Ulysses Everett McGill. References, notes, a Hey Brother officially credited only to Avicii. Sources. External links: The Dan Tyminski Band, Dan Tyminski interview with countrymusicpride.com, countrymusicpride.com.